Greetings. Mike here with the administrators. Time for a quick ramble session. Sometimes they're not quick. I get wound up. It's easy to get all wound up. My commentary on the commentary. Gilligan's Island. Let's go to Gilligan's Island for a moment. Got your gill. Gill helps you sleep, breathe underwater. Skipper. The skipper and his little buddy. Well, skipper is basically you. Little buddy is your subconscious. Yeah, that's your subconscious. And the rest of the crew, the rest of the passengers there on the 3-hour tour, your five senses. And we'll go into that. Let's start right there, with the skipper and his subconscious. Gilligan, he's got some good ideas. He's a great guy. He's a screw up. He's a boo-boo. He's a boo-boo. But he is so willing to help. Anyway. But skipper, remember the skipper and the ship. Well, skipper and the ship, that's one mind. They're together. They are, the ship's broke. Yeah, he's a little broke. Ain't we all? Ain't we all just a little bit broke, one way or another? Yeah. Always trying to fix the ship to get off the island. Wild ways to fix the ship to get off the island, aren't they? Concoctions. They were floating a boat with feathers on it today. Wow. Floating a boot with feathers on it. That's walking on water. That's flying and walking on water all at the same time. Symbology is what we miss. Yeah, Ginger, she can spice it up. She's from Hollywood. She's got the bright lights on. Hollywood. The professor. Pretty smart guy. Marianne's down to earth. Usually Ginger's in a gown and Marianne's either in a bikini or a pantsuit. A little panther. Got a panther there. We're in a pandemic. We're not going there for a minute. For a while. And then there's Thurston Howell. Thurston. Greedy for money. That's his only thirst. No, and a martini. Because that's Mars is got a war. And he's with Lovey. He's got Lovey. And she's a pretty sweet old gal. She's got a nice wardrobe. She got her clothes on, doesn't she? She's got a clothesline. And he was in plaid today, black and white plaid. He was still kind of glad, black and white though. Wasn't colored plaid. P is joy, remember, so he's still joy laden. He's lazy, doesn't want to do any work. So, there you are. Skipper. Can't skip any steps. See, Skipper, you can't skip any steps. That's what we got to know about this little situation. But you can skip up the steps if you know what you're doing, if you know how. If you got the know-how, you can skip up the steps. You just can't skip any steps. Know what I'm talking about in these islands. The seahorse. The she-horse. I actually have notes down here, but oh yeah, I really like this one. Maybe you will too. Because see, all this is we're the island and all that. The island is the pineal gland. It's G-land pineal, the land that time forgot. Time to remember what has been hidden. You know, in alchemy, they're always trying to turn metals to gold. The philosopher's stone and turning metal to gold. They breathed a lot of stuff that killed them. They smelled it and it killed them. Schmelters. And you got the peltzers, the guys that skinner, and the skinners, and they skin the pelts, and the tanners, they tan the hides and skin the pelts. And the furrier delivers. I'm no furrier, I'm the delivery guy. Oh, you have the kiltsers. Now, I wonder why those guys wear kilts, because are they killing stuff? Is it the kilts? And they dress it up, they dress their kill? I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm a Viking. I'm somewhere then, but not there. I was on a ship somewhere, probably up in a crow's nest. Resting in the crow's nest. The island. Hey, why leave the island? It's paradise. See, I can't even see they're on it's paradise. Why leave paradise? Put up a parking lot. Yeah, paradise is in the mind. Once you see it, you don't want to leave it. Paradise is in the mind. Once you see it, you don't want to leave it. You haven't been there, so you don't know it. You haven't been there, so you don't know it. Manoa, been to the ship. See, everybody wants to go down to South America to take the ayahuasca trip. Hey, the DMT's right in there. Save yourself a dime on your DMT. See, this is the door. The DMT door is right there. Meditate on it. Go nowhere, man. Go nowhere. You'll get there. DMT is the door. M, that's Mary, the magnetic one. You got to buzz just right to get the door open. Crack the nut of the cracking that nut. You got to crack in that nut. T is the cross. You got to do a little crossover. Can you cross over? The transformed mind. That's the crossover. Transformers. So you got 3 brains. Brainiac. The reptilian complex. And everybody's living there. Or at least they're in the limbic system. You're out on a limb in the limbic system. Can't decide, is this limb going to hold me? Hey, kitty cat, you just don't know. You don't know what limb will hold you, limbic system. Sitting there going, man, between reptilian complex and limbic system. Yeah, I get a real kick out of these people. Hey, these ancient aliens, I think they might have been reptilians. Look at all these reptilian heads they put on them. Well, hell yeah. Trying to tell you, the majority of the people are living in a reptilian complex. They don't know it. They don't know why they bought a Subaru or wear Crocs. They don't know why. I know why. You're attracted to what this mind thinks about. You go where it go. I tried to go to heaven. I went to hell. So I found heaven. I took the long way. Damn it. Took the long way. Nobody showed me the right way. Church is supposed to show you the right way, but they don't. Church is a hindrance. Well, you got you kneeling at a pine pew when you're supposed to kneel the pineal, and that's how you get your temperament. Everything fits together so perfectly. Once you see it, you cannot not see. My mind does the runaround Sue. Run around soup, run around soup. Soup, you gotta have a soup pie. You know your soup pie? While we're on this, I'm a vegetarian now. Plant-based diet. I like a little J.J. Cale with my diet. He's hyperbolic. J.J. Cale is hyperbolic. That's why I played with Leon. They played together. Drummed it up together. Hyperbolic is the hyperboloid. And he's hyperbolic. J.J. Cale. Leon too. See, Leon's Kronos, and that's Father Time, and that's One Ring to rule them all, and all that good stuff. But J.J. Cale, he had his guitar, he had his ghee. They both had the guitar. They were in the ghee. Ghee is clarified butter. That's been through the transformation, so it's clarified butter. He was the breeze. Easy. He was so easy in the breeze. In the flow. A flower in the flow. Flo and Eddie from the Turtles. Yeah, I'm gonna turtle back. I'm gonna turtle back on these guys a little bit. Quasimodo. Grow some back, people. Grow some back. All the stories are trying to tell you something, you ain't seeing it. Just like Gilligan. The Gilligan. So the Yellow Submarine's on fire underwater. How does it do that? I've been through that one with you in the Beatles. Ska rah. Rah, rah, rah. Hoorah. Hoorah. He takes a barge across the sky every day. That's who Ra is. Ship across the sky. I said this is going to be short and sweet. I'm going to try to keep it that way. Had my J.J. Cale. Oh, you need to look at how some lettuce heads grow in a Fibonacci sequence. Oh, and there's all kinds of lettuce heads, Get your romaine. Seven steps to heaven. That's why there's 7 on that ship. And that's your chakra system there. Chakra and Choctaw. Choctaw. See where we're going? I don't know if you do yet. Got to get high in the sky to see where we're at. We're always between the A and the T, and that's the left and the top. Don't get crossed up with that. Sign language. You better learn it. Hey, we have a Leo full moon coming up. There's a good signage for you. Got the Leo full moon coming up. Leo, he's the lion-hearted. Leon. Noel. That's how you birth. That's the birth. You gotta spin it sometimes, say turn. My turn now. Coughing it up like a hairball. Coughing up this hairball. Harriet. The adornment, they put the crow on their head. The crow in the crown of Kronos. It's the adornment. Don't go dormant. So you can go dormant. The DMT's been dormant for so long, and that's the whole idea of this control. They don't want that DMT flowing. They don't want your levee to break. They don't want you to find the lost chord. Then you could move any mountain. He be good. Ebenezer good. All the songs are trying to tell it to you, just like Whiskey River. With his key in my hand, I go to Never Never Land. Never ever forever land. Well, ever forever never land. Which land you going to? A lot of lands out there, 7 seas out there. You only see a couple so far. Shofar, blowing a horn. If I put my glasses on, I could read some notes. I could really spin this doctorate more. Oh, we can talk about the Ajos and the Tejas. Tejas. Ahos and Tejas. Tejas. Ajos. Tejas. And then the Hebrews, that's Hindu. But then the Hebrews have the Tajin. And it's all a Khan Tajin, the Tejas and the There's a Khan in there somewhere, so be careful with the Khan. Kirk had the Khan. He had the Enterprise. See, that's another guy with a ship. Hey, Colonel. The kernel corn, the kernel is the pineal gland. It's a little kernel. A little kernel like a little rice. About like a rice. Fried rice. Pop your kernel. Be more than a kernel if you pop your kernel there, corn. Be a Captain Crunch. Who's the bigger guy, Colonel or Captain? I don't know. It's all this nowhere in this war, No war. Know your war. It's all about. It's all about. It's about Allah. Which one is it? So, sewing it up best I can. Hope you're seeing it. Hope you're seeing my sew up. Not wearing any pockets on this shirt, but they're pretty handy. Keep a hem in them. Keep your hem. Pulling some strings, string theory and all that good stuff. Yeah, we're all connected at the atomic level. And if we all think right about it, we can change the world together, all together now. All together now, we think right about it, we can change the world. Heaven on earth is possible. Well, we got a trip on DMT together, so trip with me. Take a little trip. Jump in the car. The crow in the car. Can you milk a raven? You know anything about milking a raven? Milk of raven. Milk and honey and milk of raven. To milk a raven is your milk of honey. Milk and honey, because see, that's raw. Raw in raven. To blackbird. The Vin. It's your 5 in. Your 5 in. 5 eye. 5 in 1 eye. 5. That's 6. Pretty soon you're going to be at 7 eyes. 7 seeds. Because 7 is divinity. See? Divinity over 5 senses. That's divine. See, the L and the K make a Q. The A make a pointer and an arrow. It's pointing at you all the time. SU means sun. N is a symbol for the sun, so you sun. TU means sun. TU means you. Yeah, that's it. TU means you. So you too. Me sun, you too. All right. Enough of this horse race, this horse hockey. Yeah, all games are to keep you out of this head, keeping you out of going nowhere in here. Got to go to this temple sometime because they just want to waste your time out there in that field. See, the green pastures and the infinite field are in here. Got to go in here to get out there. Deeper you go here, the further out there you get. And see, all information is out there. Because we put it there, but you don't know how to access it. You can access that, you can access all there is to know. It's all there. Everything's there. Your meal is there. Spiritual food, everywhere. This little centimeter of space right here, enough energy there to power the world for the next infinite time. Just suck it out right there. Just a little bit. Just take a little bit. Free energy, hell, it's everywhere. It's all around us. Grab some. I use it to fight the COVID. Got to keep your energy up, your vibration up, and that'll kill the COVID. I've actually watched it happen in my mind. You can see it. You can see it. You can see it's in there. Just didn't know what you. Now I know what I'm looking at. Now I know what I see. And believe me, hey, the magic carpet ride, what a blast. I love going through the Matrix. Fly through the Matrix, get out to the island. Fly around. It's part of that DMT, you know, it's the M, the merry. You're on your merry way, on this voyage, the infinite sea. Poof! You're in another land. What was that, Super Mario? Pea Super Mario. And a mushroom too. Pea soup and a mushroom kicker. Chase my mushroom with a pea soup, please. There's your cocktail. You got a cocktail. Now see, DMT is free. The trip's right in here. I see all these things all the time. These people, well, I bought some DMT to smoke and it's a really short trip. And blah, blah, blah. Hey, figure out how to you manufacture it in your system. Figure it out. Figure it out, fig tree, or wither on the vine. Wither on the vine. See, this is the wine, the new wine. It's right there. That's why Leon whined about it. Leon could whine about it. He'd write the songs and whine about it. Anyway, I think I've got enough there. Pea soup, jambalaya, pea ridge, the kernel, the popcorn, Cracker Jack, the prizes on the inside. Hey, we'll talk about barking piranha. Fish that bark. Yeah, the piranha is a little fish that bark. Red-bellied fish that bark.